I'm Ryan.
I'm Aaron.
And together we are
Functionally Literate.
What are we talking about today, Aaron?
Chapter 37 of 12 Months, which is book 18 of the Dresden Files.
And?
38.
And
39.
And
even chapter 40.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's jump into it right now. No. Previously.
Last time on Dragon Balls. Oh, wait.
Harry got gargoyles.
Yeah. He met the Spice Goyles.
He met the Spice Goyles. And he's getting better, right? Like he's actually like reaching a point where he's like, okay, my brain is coming back online. I can think now. I'm actually thinking.
He's like acting like a normal Harry.
He's getting there.
Not a normal person.
A
normal Harry. There's a difference.
Chapter 37, How the Castle Attracted Protesters and How Harry Apologized to the Knights of the Cross. So, I'm not surprised, actually, that that's happening.
Which part?
The protesters part. I'm also not surprised about the apologizing to Sonya and Butters.
No, I knew that was coming.
I mean...
That was wholesome as fuck, though.
It was nice, yeah. I mean, it was brief, but it was nice.
I forgot that Butters broke his everything. Because he got bitch slapped by the Titan.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, he's got a cane and he had casts, and I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I had to go look it up, because I was like, what happened? He got punted into a wall.
Punted into a wall.
Yeah.
By Ethnio. He was like, hey, you're not going to hit my friend Harry. And she said, okay, I'm going to hit your friend Harry.
Boom. Miraculous recovery because God said so. And I'm chill with that. Like, I'm chill with them not, like, disabling Butters permanently.
I mean, I'm okay. And I'm also okay with Michael justifying it. Like, yeah, that happened to me.
Twice. Apparently third time's the charm for evil.
So, I'm out.
Michael said, fuck this shit, I'm out. Not really.
Not really.
He got injured because he wasn't injured in the line of duty.
Michael being out is him not fighting. Like, he's still there sometimes. Like, Michael is like, okay, I'm not gonna go toe-to-toe with any Titans or Dragons anymore, but, you know, I'll help out with a wire curse. That's fine.
He's the most in-out guy ever. Also, he raided hell and fought Nicodemus.
Yup.
So, Bro can throw down if he wants to. He just has to borrow a little, angelic juju to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, when they let the guy get off the bench, he still throws down.
Yeah. I don't have a ton to say about this chapter, though. Like...
What'd you think about Harry's dealing with the protesters?
I think that was the nicest fucking thing he could have done. And they did not drink any of his hot chocolate.
Just sits out a fucking hot chocolate stand, grabs hand warmers, and is like, hey guys, it's cold.
Do you want some hot chocolate? And he drank it. Nah, but I don't blame them, though. Like, if I was in their position, I wouldn't fucking drink the wizard's hot chocolate. Are you insane? No fucking way.
He's a wizard. That's got to be delicious hot chocolate.
Yeah, but
it's magical.
But he's also, like, part fae or something, right? I don't know. I heard a rumor. Someone said something.
Take off the tinfoil hat and just drink some fucking hot chocolate, okay? I love his conversation with Basil.
Yeah, that was cute.
Do you want us to get rid of him? He's like, no, they're fine.
They're not breaking the law.
We could get rid of them.
We've seen crowds dispose of wizards no matter how hard we tried. He's like, you ever see 6 do that? He's like, no. Okay, well then let's like worry about that when it gets to those kinds of numbers, okay?
Oh my goodness.
That was good. That was good.
I love how, so when he's making the sign, he's like,
He even put a little smiley face on there.
to make it a friendly offer rather than a decree.
I think that's sensible. Yeah. But this is the part Faye thing I'm talking about. He's like, I'm not telling them. I have to. Because he just can't help but think that way because of that damn mantle. Anyway.
His compulsion to honor deals is really funny.
Yeah.
Like I remember reading it the first time that Harry felt the Fae compulsion,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, oh, he doesn't like that.
No.
No.
Speaking to the other part of this chapter, we knew, though, that this was coming. Like, we were talking about it. Like, literally last episode, we were like, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
It's coming soon.
I told you. Butters is in this book.
You were like, I just know. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this is his only appearance.
True.
It feels like this is, in a way, like a victory tour. It's not a victory tour, but it's going through the motions of one because so many characters from this series are appearing in this book. And if they're not appearing, they are being referenced.
I love how just like nonplussed Sonya and Butters are about this like sobbing apology that he's giving them. He's like, I hurt both of you, and Sonya's like, mainly me.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, anyone who's just joining us,
He fucking kneed that dude in the balls, man. That's not cool.
like straight up. And Sonya even says, well, now that I know that you fight dirty, that's not going to happen again.
And Harry, not thinking about it at all like that, is like, it won't happen again. It won't.
And then the first thing they do after they apologize is give him shit.
Of course. That's what brothers do. He literally says it. That's what brothers do.
Because Sonya, who is renowned for giving Dresden shit about fucking things,
Mm.
because, and I quote,
Mm-hmm.
when Sonya was referring to the culmination of the Winter Night deal with Mab.
In changes, while Toot Toot was there, in an alley.
So Dresden, that is, which I supposedly is fett. Da?
And it was spelled exactly that way.
You tipped that is.
Was it fat with a P?
Yeah. The first thing that Sonya says is, so Dresden, you and Laura, right? Political, strictly political, and they're all like,
Fuck you.
they're like, yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Like that was what I wanted.
Yeah.
I didn't want anything else.
Mm-hmm.
No screaming, no fighting, just pussy.
And this conversation is happening. This is still February, right? So that's how many months? 7? No. Hold on. They started in July. August, September, October, November, December, January. 8 months. It took you 8 months to apologize to your friends? Bro. Maybe that's impressive. I don't know.
He had a lot going on.
He did have a lot going on. That's very true. Like, he had to pretty much go back to, life as normal, and he couldn't do it.
And presumably for some of that, Butters was literally in the hospital.
Yeah. I mean, you can go apologize to your friend in the hospital.
Maybe.
Well, Harry can't. What am I saying? Harry can't go apologize to his friend in the hospital. He's got to wait until he gets out.
Like, I just really want to say I'm sorry. Like, what's that beeping noise?
Did Butters by chance say when he got out, how long he was in the hospital?
Yeah, it's at the very beginning of the bit.
Because I was listening to that part, so I didn't. Unfortunately, I'm realizing that when I'm listening to it, it's much more shallow reading.
He was in a cast for 2 months.
He was in a cast for 2 months.
Because Sonya comments that him walking with a cane is better than when he was in the double cast.
The double cast.
Worst 2 months ever. Imagine everything below your chest itching all the time, every day, and never being able to do anything about it. And then sits down and just, like, scratches both of his thighs.
Chapter 38. How Harry performed a second test on Lara. It worked.
Harry's got a dope-ass circle.
He's got it. Yeah, he upgraded. And he's like, you know, even at one point he says, listen, something's got to be said for greater circles. I'd have done this. That's what he called it, right? A greater circle?
Yeah.
I would have done this a long time ago if I had the means.
I knew how easy this was going to make everything. The weird thing for me about this is Harry gets done, and it goes as expected. It works almost exactly like it did the first time, except there was more raging about. Because Laura was very hungry.
Very hungry. She was like, I have waited even longer to feed at your request. Harry, I'm hungry. And he's like, why don't you get in the circle?
Shoo-shoo.
And then he's like, all right, so here's what's up. When the circle goes up, I need you to let the hunger out. And she's like, okay, but that'll fucking kill you.
And he's like, only if I die. like not in as many words, but basically, only if I die.
Only if I die.
And she goes fucking psycho. And the circle stops all of it, and it was amazing.
And the hunger is like, we want more. And he's like, knock it off. Stop it. And then he keeps doing that and it realizes Starborn. He's like, that's right. And I've got more important things to do. So you chill out.
The only thing she didn't do is strip naked and do the hula. Like,
yeah,
that's
right.
Otherwise, punching shit, psychic power getting thrown around, there was a lot.
The hunger's not as seductive as... when you take away all of the mind whammy shit that outsiders rely on, they don't actually have that much going on sexually.
No. It's just this vibrating alien voice going, you want some of this? And you're like, no. Are you sure? Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, very sure. Because I think that's what Harry... No, not metallic. It's like this metallic alien voice. And Harry's is like, I'm good.
I'm good. And then he's just feeding this thing fucking raw power. And this time, when it's all done... He's exhausted. He's like, okay, I'm not going to go looking for fights, but I have fought in worse condition than I am right now.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I think that worked. He's feeling like this was a success. I'm feeling like, okay, but she told you many dates ago that her brother's hunger is much stronger than hers.
Yeah.
If he had the training and the discipline that she had, he would be, the most powerful of all of them. Because, of course, he would. He's a child of Margaret Le Fay. What up?
And he can do magic on top of it. Fuck. What do you want? The fact that Thomas can not only use magic, has all the vampire shit, and is still that hot is just unfair to the rest of us.
We've established it has its downsides, right? A really powerful hunger that's actually killing him right now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So this time, she's actually not pleased when it's over. She's disappointed. She made a disappointed sound. And then when she was awake, she was like, Harry, let me out of the circle. And she was terrified. And she's like, I gotta go. I think I'm gonna go. And he's like, what the hell? And I was kind of like, what the hell, too?
Oh, we figure out why right away.
Chapter 39, how Mab offered Harry a reward, and how he assaulted her. I think we might have all forgotten how terrible Mab is.
Well, she's been very nice recently.
She's been manipulating him. This was more than anything else like total classic villain.
Classic Mab.
But I really want to break this down a little bit, right? Like from a storytelling perspective, from a character perspective, so there's this weird thing that I saw once about Fae in this world and their obsession with like art and performers and acting.
Yeah.
Because it's like lies that they can get away with telling because it's for a performance. Right? And my concern is that because it was in the bedroom, like she was wearing a green nightie and everything, and he could feel that she wasn't
and
wearing
everything. You mean and nothing?
He could feel that there was nothing, and she's like, "Hey, thank you for doing that for me. You want to fuck?" And he's like, "What did you just do?" He's like, "I have questions before I do anything. I have questions." And she's like, "Ask." And he's like, "What did I do?"
What happened and why are you so happy? Because anytime you're happy, I'm concerned. Rightfully so.
And she explains to him in more words than he uses, "I used you to enslave someone." And he's like, "Come again?" And she reminds him of the rule of 3. She has fed upon him 3 times. And he did it more masterfully than she could have ever imagined. Because, yeah, when you get right down to it, she used the word ambrosia.
Well, yeah. He gave the hunger starborn magic, which it fucking loves.
Right. But not only that, winter magic.
Well, yeah, because they're inextricably intertwined.
Right.
And I don't want to throw this out there because they didn't mention it, but I think it's important.
So you do want to throw it out there.
Well, Mab didn't mention it, but I think it's important.
You want to mention it for consideration.
Demon Reach magic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Harry's magic changes color throughout the series based on which type of pacts he's made.
They even comment on that in Peace Talks.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
After he made the pact with Demon Reach, his magic changed to like a green gold.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. That supersedes the winter magic, it seems. Well, no, because it also depends on what kind of magic he's using. Like when he uses soul fire,
it goes white.
It goes very white.
And he did not use soul fire here.
No. He has been avoiding using it because I think he recognized at Battleground he was using way fucking too much of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of needed to.
Yeah.
What if he has to use soul fire for the thing on Thomas?
I mean, genuinely, I have been wondering why he has not been considering that.
Like, can you imagine if he feeds Thomas's hunger soul fire?
I mean, I think that's a pretty good way to kill the hunger, frankly. Either that or change it into something new.
Yeah. But anyway, so whatever part of the Demon Reach bond did to his magic, I think that's a little bit of what he gave to Laura, too.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's going to influence anything.
Maybe.
It's interesting, right? I don't know if it will.
They have mentioned that they are what they eat.
Yeah?
Which is why Laura is very picky about who she feeds on. Kind of like Dracula, really, when you think about it. No, seriously. Because Dracula, do you know the old stories?
Some.
Okay, so Dracula, check this out. He liked feeding upon members of the aristocracy, specifically like British people, right? Like he loved, like the more hoity-toity the person was, the better. And it's because he wanted to be able to blend in with that part of society. Like So in the TV show that Netflix did, Dracula, right?
Yeah.
He like feeds on Renfield, who was from Britain, and that's what he finally needed to be able to blend in with the Brits. And he got on a boat and he went to England. Before that, he was just like, you know, the fucking
Nosferatu
looking thing. Yeah.
So yeah, he feeds all this stuff to Laura. She runs away.
The unfiltered stuff. But
Yeah.
it's actually filtered because of the sources. It's fucky.
I think she ran away because she felt how much the hunger liked it,
Yeah.
and she got scared.
Yeah. Yeah. And Mab, because she's not human, she isn't. She was once, but she isn't.
Yeah.
She's like, yes, you're falling into my evil plan. But yeah, that's a point. She could just be like falling in love.
With Harry?
Yeah.
It's implied heavily that at one point she was in love with Merlin.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who the fuck she was, too. Because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Because I'm reading those old stories, you know. I can't figure out which character she's supposed to be.
So the fandom thinks that she is... it's implied that she might be the original Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah, some people have suggested that.
Or Nimue.
Nimue. It's not Nimue. I can tell you right now, it's definitely not Nimue, because Nimue is the one that locked him away in that fucking cave that killed him.
Sure. That doesn't mean anything.
What do you mean that doesn't mean anything?
Mab could have done that.
I mean, like, yeah, I know Butcher's gonna adapt it his own way, but I'm saying just like looking at the source material that he's drawing from, I don't have enough information to know specifically who this woman was. What I do know, based off that information, is that she was a princess or something, like a lady of high society who, like many unfortunate women before her and probably after her, they learned magic from Merlin. And Merlin, like, his thing was like, hey, I'll teach you everything I know if you fuck me. That was his thing. And so, based on what Korg said, and based on how Mab reacted, it does seem to me like there was a genuine, actual, emotional connection, right? The thing with Nimue is that she got to learn everything from him without fucking it. She was like, listen, I'm not fucking you until you teach me everything you know. And then she tricked him into going into that cave to get ready, and then she locked him in there.
So you think she's Morgana then?
Maybe. I don't think Morgana liked Merlin. I don't know if they even interacted. It seems to me she already had her powers.
So, according to at least this post I'm reading, Merlin had 2 apprentices, Nimue and Morgana.
Uh-huh.
This poster speculates that Morgana more fits Mab, because Morgana's more antagonistic,
Mm-hmm.
and that Nimue is potentially Titania.
That would make a lot of sense. That would make a ton of sense.
Because Nimue is also, allegedly, the Lady of the Lake. Who gives the sword to Arthur.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense to me.
This person also espouses the theory that the British guy in Demon Reach is Merlin, and that's the crystal cave where he was in prison.
I've heard that idea. I don't know about that. I think that guy could maybe be an Arthur, but like he could be anybody. He could be anybody. All right, now that we've gone on a whole map tangent, bringing this back to the chapter itself. So what did you think about Harry's reaction to throat punching Mab and throwing Mab at a wall and breaking her ribs, and then
I don't think he didn't break her ribs.
He did break her ribs. there was a specific line about her taking a deep breath and then her ribs going back into place.
Oh, I must have like completely missed that one.
Yeah. I think two things. Either Mab is totally misreading the situation, or she put on a total act and this was like a fucked up BDSM thing for her. Like she went in there ready for some pleasure, and I think she got something. Do you remember in Battleground after Harry got his sword wound, and Mab looked at it and she was like, "That looks like it hurts." And it kind of looked like she was jealous. She was like, "I kind of want that pain."
Well, so we all know that the winter mantle dulls pain.
Uh-huh.
Except that.
Uh-huh.
So when she says, that looks like it hurts, like it actually hurts.
Yeah. I think that's a kink for her. I think she's into pain. I think that's why, he did no injustice. Like, what he did to her was better than him using her name, like invoking it.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, what did you think that would do to an immortal?
I think, honestly, any kinks aside, I think Mab was just happy to have Harry giving in to his primal, baseness and just beating the crap out of something.
Yeah, because she wants him to do that to Rudolph.
And anything else that she points him at.
Because something very important that happened here calls back to the last few chapters of Ghost Story, which is the only part of Ghost Story that you pay attention to on your rereads.
Yeah.
Part of which includes Mr. Sunshine telling Harry, Mab lies.
Lies. Mab cannot change who you are.
Yeah.
Is the quote.
That is what he says. Lies. Mab cannot change who you are. Which literally comes back to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he hears it in his own voice. Mab cannot change who you are. Only I can change who I am. I am not going to change because she wants me to. She even straight up admits, if you knew what you were doing, you would not have been up to the task.
What do you think's going to happen with Laura because of this?
Unfortunately, I think Mab's right. Despite who and what she is, Mab can't tell a direct lie unless she's possessed by Nemesis, which, I mean, if she is, God help us, we're all is lost.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. I could totally buy her being Morgana because that is how she behaves. This is the kind of fuck shit Morgana would do. One time she kidnapped Lancelot and was like, hey, you've got to marry one of the four of us, like her and like three other queens. You've got to love one of us or you're never going to leave this castle. And he's like, well, then I guess I'm never going to leave this castle because Guinevere is hotter than all of you. Fuck off.
It's kind of funny. Yeah. That does make sense. Who knows though, man? I wonder if we're ever gonna find that out, or if Butcher's just gonna dangle it above us like a little carrot. Just like, here's a little taste.
I mean, before the end, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he wants to wrap up all of the loose ends by the end.
He might.
Except for whatever little threads he wants to keep open for Maggie Adventures, which he said that he wants to do at some point.
Oh, I would love to see Maggie Adventures later. You think Maggie's gonna get magic? She almost has to.
I mean, she doesn't have to. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like at the end, assuming Harry survives, I feel like in the end, what Harry's going to want to do is just give up the magic.
No.
When I say give up the magic, I mean give up everything that isn't him.
Oh.
That doesn't come from him.
Well, yeah.
He loves magic. Magic's his hobby. I don't mean give it up entirely. I mean give up every connection that he didn't come from him, right? Like his birthright.
I mean, obviously, he would try and shed the Winter Mantle. I don't think he would nix Demon Reach.
I don't know, man. That Demon Reach is fucked.
He won that conquest by himself.
He did. That's true. That was before he became the Winter Knight, for sure.
So while whatever power comes from Demon Reach isn't him, he earned that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's too big of a responsibility.
That's why I think he might get rid of it. I don't know, man. I wouldn't want that tied to me. That's fucking insane.
Well, no.
He didn't even know what he was inheriting.
No.
Like, that seems to be a commonality. Like, he didn't know what he was getting when he was like, all right, come on, show yourself. The fucking gargoyles. Chapter 40. How Harry and Molly protected Bach and the kitchen witches from the wardens. So, I liked this because Carlos, he has made clear, not through his words, but through his actions, that he is still on Harry's side.
Yeah. Even to the point of technically disobeying orders.
He was like, I wasn't here.
Either that or he just really disagrees with Ileana.
I think he does really disagree with Ileana. Like, he makes clear openly. The first time Harry meets her, he's like, Ileana comes from the Morgan School.
Not the Harry school. Because Carlos kind of comes from the Harry school.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Ileana had a couple different masters. Like, she was trained by Morgan a little bit. She was trained by Lucio a little bit. I think he mentioned one other person. I don't remember. We all know how fucking old school Lucio is.
Mm-hmm.
The one who taught Morgan how to be an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did you think of Molly's response to the Mab Lara bit?
Makes sense. I mean, of course Mab told her to say nothing. And of course Mab didn't tell her anything and Molly had to figure it out herself.
Malls isn't dumb.
No. The idea that Mab navigated a contract in such a way that, like, she straight up tells him that in the contract, Lara did put language in there about, like, enthrallment. But when putting that language in, didn't properly defend herself from getting enthralled because it never occurred to her that Harry could or would do that. Or I guess Winter could or would do that.
Right. Do you think it's odd or out of character in any way that Molly was defending Mab?
Also, no. She's being influenced by Winter. She's seeing Winter's side. She's being influenced by Winter far more than Harry is.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting a specific type of influence from Winter that is conducive for him to fill his role. Molly is getting a different flavor. Yeah. Molly's getting a flavor where she's being prepared to take over for Mab. To become Mab one day.
I think Harry maintains the optimistic naivete that there's Molly still in there somewhere. But I think the more that we go on, the more we see, like, yeah, sort of, but not really.
I'm reminded of that conversation with Lara. I think this is all building towards what the fans want, just not in the way the fans predicted, right? I think that Harry is slowly learning how to separate mantles of power from people. And his starting point is his brother.
Oh. Now that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Because if he can figure out how to do that, he can probably figure out how to remove the Winter Mantle from himself. I think he'll then probably discover that removing the Winter Mantle from Molly is going to be, of course, more difficult.
Is it weird that I don't want him to shed either of those? Like, I don't want him to get them out?
No. I mean, it's changing them. Like, Lara brings that up, right? Like, Thomas's point of reference for being a person without his power is a 14-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
everything he's learned since then that's formed him into the person that he is came from the hunger influencing him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want Harry to give up being the Winter Knight. I don't want Molly to give up being the Winter Lady. And it's because they need it.
Yeah, they need it now, but there's ideally going to come a point in time where this crisis is over with, the apocalypse is done, and they don't need it.
I mean, maybe if that time comes, they'll be let out willingly.
Doubt.
Maybe.
Doubt. Mab's not letting go of her toys.
That's, I'm inclined to agree with that. It's Mab.
It's Mab.
So, Wardens.
The Wardens were very Warden-y.
Remember how I told you a couple episodes ago that what really needed to happen was Harry and Carlos and Molly needed to all be in a room together and people needed to apologize?
Was it what you expected or wanted, bud?
They were together.
Uh-huh.
There was an apology made.
Uh-huh. And
I wasn't expecting Carlos to react so non-hostily.
Yeah.
Because peace talks, he seemed very hostile.
Yeah.
And then he sees Molly and he's just sort of like awkward teenager.
Yeah, embarrassed.
And then Molly's like, God, I'm so sorry.
I think the circumstances are important, right? Like he showed up to warn Harry, hey, Wardens are going to go attack Bach. And he was not prepared for the encounter with Molly. I'm not surprised, right? Like, they were gonna have sex, and it didn't happen, and it didn't happen in the worst way possible. And I think he's still into her. It's like one of those things where it's like, it couldn't have been. It couldn't have been. And he kind of says something to that effect. He's like, maybe on balance, it was good it happened that way.
When have you ever gotten along with the Wardens?
Right.
Which I think Molly felt a little bitter about that.
Of course.
Statement.
But, her bitterness, frankly, doesn't matter if she nearly killed him.
She can't do it. She feels bad about it. I think he acknowledges that and goes, I still feel bitter about the whole thing, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
I think they both came to a neutral understanding about it.
And now, that's it. It's done.
And I'm okay with that. I didn't expect them to get all huggy and lovey and shit. I just wanted I wanted the air to be cleared. Mm-hmm. And it seemed like that happened even if they both are kind of like, I fucking hate this. Because I think she likes Carlos, if I'm being really honest.
Of course. Who doesn't like Carlos? He's great.
Everyone likes Carlos.
I like him a little less now because of the trauma, but that's not his fault.
Nah, I hope he gets his cockiness back.
Yeah,
it was fun to read.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, the Warden encounter in front of Bach's store. The thing that stood out to me was when Ilyana was like, do you expect me to believe you'd start a war over a handful of petty warlocks? And he says, I've started a war for one soul. You think I won't fight for half a dozen? And she blinks, but every warden behind her, who is clearly like junior to her, they're like, fuck. Hey, maybe not. And then, of course, Molly takes it over the top.
I love Molly's line. The full weight of the White Council is behind us, says Ilyana, and Molly's like, oh, honey, are we having a size contest? Because Molly's like, mine's bigger than yours.
Molly's just really scary now.
As much as I didn't enjoy Molly getting involved,
yeah,
I believe that the subtle manipulation of now Winter's in it, so Winter has to be responsible for these people, was very well done on Molly's part.
Winter being involved could just mean she's got, some minor winter fae, keeping tabs on them. Like, or it could mean that she's got a fucking ogre, like, across the street waiting to beat their heads in if they practice more black magic. I don't know. It could mean anything.
Well, no, I mean, now Winter has to protect these people.
Harry has to protect these people.
Yeah, but now it's not just a Harry thing.
Mm-hmm. And now it's a Molly thing.
Yeah, now it's Winter as a whole.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that Molly is sticking her neck out for Dresden and helping him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's trying to do too much shit himself.
He really is. Like, she's being protective of him. Like, the protesters piss her off, and, like, she says something that is, like, maybe a little over the top, but Harry knows where the sentiment's coming from, so he's like, thank you for that. She's like, you've had a hard year.
She's like, I'm just going to make it colder so they leave. I mean, on the scale of things that she could do to get rid of them, turning the temperature down so that they get cold and go home is the least of it.
Yeah, yeah.
She could freeze them all to blocks of ice and shatter them.
Yeah. But also, her getting involved with the wardens, though, that was personal because she wanted specifically to incur a debt on Bach and his people.
Oh, they fucked with her baby brother.
Right. And she said so. She outright says so. And like, man, Bach is just dumb. He's just dumb. You would think for a guy that runs a bookstore, he'd be a little more intelligent.
Like, you could just see Harry going, well, you cursed the Winter Lady's little brother. She might not have a whole lot of human left in her, but what she does is really pissed off right now. Like, oh, man. I didn't even think about that when Daniel turned up cursed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, oh, Michael's going to be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like,
oh, wait.
Fuck.
Oh, wait.
Molly. I love how Harry had to talk her down.
Yeah. And fortunately, they have that relationship still. I'm fearful that a day is coming where their relationship is going to fundamentally change and he's not going to be able to talk her down.
It depends on who he's talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Is he talking to Molly? Because he can always talk Molly down.
Right. But
or is he talking to the Winter Lady?
That's what I'm saying. Like, at what point is she going to become more Winter Lady than she is her? Like, Harry is resisting.
Well, it seems to be how much of her mantle she's channeling.
And it seems to me she's kind of just using it openly.
To a point.
No, I think it's in everything that she does.
I mean, it's unlike Harry's mantle, it fundamentally changed her on like an atomic level.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he can tap into his. I don't think it's tapping for her. I think it's superseding her.
Right. Well, you saw what the mantle did to Lily.
Remind me.
So, they described Aurora.
Yeah.
Okay. How Aurora looked, how Aurora acted.
And to him...
And when Lily first got the mantle, she retained, aside from her hair turning white, she retained a lot of herself.
But then 10 years later, she...
looked almost indistinguishable from Aurora.
Right. And so... I don't know, man. 7 books until we get, like, to the end. Like, that's quite a few years, and she's had it for quite a few years. I don't know.
2 or 3 at this point.
Yeah. So, 5, 6 years down the line.
How different is she going to be from Maeve?
That's what I'm worried about, right? Like, she's doing well now because she's approaching it the way Molly would approach it. But how much of Maeve is the Winter Lady, and how much of it is Maeve just being a fucking brat?
I think a lot of that was inherently Maeve. Because I feel like Sarissa's iteration of the Summer Lady is different. Than Lily's, than Aurora's. Because maybe Lily turned into Aurora because that's the person she had the most experience with. She's like, oh, that's who the Winter Lady's supposed to be. Because Lily intricately worked with Aurora for years. So she became Aurora because that's who she knew. Sarissa grew up in Winter.
So what the fuck kind of lady are you going to be if you grew up in winter?
And became the summer lady.
Yeah.
Because Sarissa was supposed to become the winter lady.
Yeah.
We've yet to see a whole lot of Sarissa's summer lady. I don't know if we've seen them since it happened.
We did.
Briefly during the battle.
Briefly during peace talks.
Yeah. I can't see Molly ever fully becoming what Maeve was.
No.
It doesn't fit her it doesn't fit the personality at all.
No. Doesn't.
And I think Mab likes that.
Oh, for sure. Like,
because I don't know, she's doing her job.
She hated that Maeve needed to die, but she very much knew she needed a different lady.
Right. Well, I mean, beyond the Nemesis thing, even. I think Maeve was a bad winter lady before Nemesis took her.
Mm-hmm.
And she just got worse.
Mm-hmm. Being able to lie isn't a freaking superpower.
Which makes a whole lot of sense because, get this. Maeve had never been able to lie before. She gains the ability. She has no practice in it. She's terrible at it.
Yeah.
And the only reason it worked is because she was around other Fae who didn't believe she could lie.
Right. And Harry, who also knew how Fae worked, is like, okay. They're being forthcoming, and they're clearly uncomfortable with them being forthcoming. I remember that. That was fun. He's
but
like,
the moment he realizes she can, he's like, oh, she's really fucking bad at this.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course she is. I mean, like, if you're telling obvious lies.
Or what would be obvious to anyone else.
Right. Anyway, we're getting a bit off track of this chapter. What do you imagine? I feel like next chapter is going to be March. Like, I feel like we're nearing that point. What do you think March has in store? I mean, obviously we're going to have another date with Laura. Or maybe we won't. Maybe she's freaked out and she's going to like try and push it off as far as she possibly can.
I want to see the next Laura chapter. I want to know what happens.
Yeah, of course.
Like the final conclusion to this experiment.
Sure. Harry has said that he is prepared to sever the connection if the hunger is just too powerful and demands too much of his power when he channels it into Thomas.
You want to know what I think's going to happen? So you remember how you can use White Court Mojo to supercharge magic?
Remind me when that happened.
So Harry and Laura escaping the Wraith Deeps with all the bombs.
Right.
He makes the shield. He's kind of tired, so he kisses her. Supercharges the lust, supercharges a spell. They blast out of the cave like a cannonball.
Well, yeah, because he was using the emotions of it to convert that into power.
Sure.
What's your point?
He starts feeding Thomas his hunger.
Uh-huh.
Things start going bad.
Uh-huh.
They get a little smoochy.
Laura is just like on standby, like, here, let me supercharge the tank real quick. So I'm going to remind you, this is an audio medium.
That was just for you, buddy.
All right, well, cut that then.
I'm just kidding. But no, like, you know, she's on standby to, I don't know, supercharge Harry in whatever way possible.
Okay. Interesting.
Whether that's a little, you know, Spring Break 2005 or Kiss or whatever.
He said 6 weeks, so that's got to happen in March.
March-ish.
March-ish.
Yeah. Maybe that's their next date.
He's got to have a whole really difficult conversation. I'm looking forward to that. He's been having to navigate a lot of difficult conversations, and honestly, he should.
Yeah. Kinda.
Okay. Next week, we're going to talk about chapters 41 through 44.
Get it.
See ya.